Every school should have some type of security system, whether it is security guard, police officer, soldier, whatever. They should always have someone in place and actually dedicated to just the school. Things can get out of hand in the school, not just with the students, but teachers and parents, outsiders running in your school, I try hide any little thing. So yeah, everybody should have some type of precautionary measure to protect the teachers and the students on the school compound. As we watch the news daily, you see how many different schools in other countries have students who come in and start kill off the kids. If there's no kind of security at your school, then you run the risk of losing a lot of lives. So yeah, they should have somebody guarding the compound.
But the discussion you had, nah, like, cause imagine you have your youth, you send him to school and the next youth, you know your youth humble. And you know people will get trouble, although some of them may act like they nah get no trouble and when they go to school are defensive. But yeah, some youth are definitely humble, brother. You send them to school and the next youth mash them up. Whether them a pick me nowadays, they even teacher can't talk to them, they even police can't talk to them. When them a go unruly, them a go hard with the unruliness. So that me they ever want to say, yo, you have to just do what you have to do to protect your youth and defend your youth. Man. Police there at school them, yes, definitely is a must. Police there at the school them. Not one, not two, not three. Four police the least, cause school, high school them big brother. They can't see everything. One police, two police can't do see everything. They even five police enough, but if you say five good, for they at the school.
Good day, my view family. Hope everybody alright. My view, bless up yourself. Now, every school should have a reputable source of security for not just its students but also its faculties and visitors, right? All involved. Now, that can be by security guards, security cameras, CCTV, having trained um, um, trained the teacher in self-defense, having policy against violence in school, and not just for students but also for all involved, all stakeholders. That includes teachers, principals, parents, and so on. Schools should have a level of protection. Don't know if you're gonna say police or so on. Police cannot be used as any form of security for schools and so on. However, there should be um, also learning. We should have some form of learning objective in where you teach persons about self-protection, self-evaluation, emotional intelligence, all of that, because that also mitigates against things happening in the school. I believe what is happening now in Jamaica and schools is a mindset. And it's unfortunate, but it's coming from the head. It's coming from the parents. It's coming from the persons in their community. It's coming from, because you see, it's saying that persons are disguising themselves in school. I tell you where it's coming from. So you see, if the mindset don't change too, then no matter how much protection you put in there, persons will always find a way around it. So then let's talk about the bigger picture now. There should be laws, and we are talking about enforced laws, laws that are enforced, so that persons, if they take it upon themselves to go into a school to harm um, or hurt anyone, then of course the law should come in its full force for not just them, but for their associates and for all involved in such activities. Laws is the best thing to protect persons against this, because you can put up security guard, but the other day I saw a video and the security was standing there, but he couldn't do anything because, of course, boy bad. And you can see this in throughout all of the videos going. Persons are just doing what they want, whether there is a security with a police with gun. So to protect ourselves, to protect persons, we need to have laws implemented, and these laws are acted upon, not just put in there for look, for the dust, but also to be utilized accordingly. Yeah, that's how. But having detection, metal detectors, having um, personal check and all of that. Yes, those things are to be implemented. But if there is not a law, whether in the schools or on the books in or federal in Jamaica, then in our judiciary system, then unfortunately we will remain the same or get worse. Because to me, the behaviors of students in school are getting worse or more pronounced. You understand? One time students used to hide what they're doing, but now they no longer respect teachers, so they no longer hide what they're doing, especially if they're off for school. So it's a mindset. Laws need to be implemented and utilized in this case. Yeah, and listen.
I believe every inner city school should have at least two security guards to intervene in whatever conflict may arise in the school vicinity in regards to students and teachers of that institution. They being armed, I don't think that's a good idea, no, because we're talking about inner city communities, right? So those armed security guard would be targets because man go want the machine. It's simple like that. And the long term effect of what's going on now in terms of violence and the terrible behavior of students in school and after school compound. Ah, we gotta have some real serious adult criminals because let's be real, that's what they're going to graduate into. You understand me? So this is kind of my view of that.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Morning, another day. Yeah, man. So I wouldn't say so much law enforcement, but some of the schools need stronger security features. You understand? Like they need bigger walls surrounding the school, better fencing, one way in, ensure so there's one way in, and have the kids go through metal detectors, right? And if necessary, if possible, more than one security. Because sometimes they just have one security. You know what I mean? Because I don't think law enforcement officers would necessarily be able to do anything. You know, the only difference between a law enforcement officer and a security, is that a law enforcement officer may be equipped with a gun for shoot, right? And students might be afraid of this officer. However, there is I doubt there is a situation where a police officer will be needed, to make an arrest or stuff like that. So I think that would be wasting limited resources, So more security features in the, so-called schools where, more risk involved, right? More cameras, have them have some airport type security when kids go into school through the gates. Make sure no knife and no scissors and no gun and all of them something, man. Keep the kids safe, safe environment where they defend, faster learning and all of that.